Alright, so at Josh's house today, coming to look at the TifTuf. It's looking pretty good actually. I haven't come and seen it for a while. So it's been 2.5 weeks, so today Josh reckons we're going to get a mow on this bad boy, so let's have a look at the lawn and let's get it going. Yo mate, what up? Welcome to another lawn tip vid. Alright, so as I said, here to give this lawn its first mow today. 2.5 weeks in, and this thing is rooted down like crazy and growing really well. Good colour, a little bit of pine nettle about, which we'll pick up with the mower today. But man, looking lush, and that colour is ridiculous. Check this out, check this out. She definitely rooted down. Come on man, come here to the ground. Look at that. There's no way that's not rooted down. There's one of the edges there, look at that. So Josh's been keeping the water up to it about once a day. He probably, oh I think he has anyway. It has been a little bit cooler, so he might have backed it off a smidge. But yeah, I'll tell you what, it's rooted down like crazy. It's ridiculous. We'll go out the back in a second and have a look at it. Now we did get a bit of burn off out the back, because remember it took me ages to get that turf down by myself. Out on the back section, it was a 32-degree day. Bit of burn off, but it's all coming back. Luckily, because TifTuf is just that resilient. It's bouncing back fine. And it's pretty common to see that too with your turf. Like, don't stress if you see your turf and it's a little bit brown. It should come back. As you can see, you can sort of see the joins in a couple of sections here and there. I mean, but they're not really that bad. It's pretty common to see a bit of brown off on your joins, just because that's where sometimes there might be a bit of air in there, or something along those lines. You are actually fine to top dress between those joins at any point. You can even do it before it's rooted down if you really want to. Just make sure you're really light with your top dress. Pretty common question I get is, when can you first top dress your lawn? Now, light top dress as soon as you want. If you want to go heavy top dress where you're covering the leaf blade, you want to make sure your lawn is rooted down, mature, at least had 5 to 6 mows, and it's growing well. Like, it's basically optimum growing season for it. So if it's not growing at all, don't top dress it. Same with any grass anyway. So yeah, but apart from that, with applications, not a lot you really have to do with new turf. You do initial granular fert. Generally I like to do a follow-up application 6 weeks later, or after your first mow. We'll wait another couple of weeks. We won't do it after the first mow today, because this is rooted down so ridiculously quick. But apart from that, there's not too much else you really have to do. You can do stuff like liquid fert apps if you really want to push a little bit more growth. If it's slow growing, seaweed as well, like some liquid kelp, is good to help it root down a little bit quicker. But apart from that, that's really about it. Now as you can see, the backyard looks heaps better than when I came here last. Before we had a little bit of brown off in the back section, but there's green shoots everywhere. It's looking pretty lush. This is probably the worst of it just here. But as we can see, heaps of new shoots coming through. That dead stuff is dead, but the roots will still reshoot in a couple of areas. You lick my ear, boy. You cheeky. That'll come back fine. Don't stress if your turf looks like this. I'll show you guys a before photo. It looked heaps worse than this before, and in 2.5 weeks, crazy bounce back. Now the best way to tell if your lawn is ready for its first mow is basically just to see if it's rooted down. If your lawn is rooted down and it's got a bit of growth in it, go ahead and cut it. Now, general rule of thumb is don't cut more than 1/3 of the leaf off. Just a little. Oh, that fly was delicious. Man, don't cut more than 1/3 of the leaf off. You're going to stress your lawn out. Yuck. Also, just before Josh turns up, got some new shirts in stock. So these are just some new Lawn Tips t-shirts. They're in navy and in white, so this is the navy one here. Still got a few sizes left in stock, so if you jump on the website, they're available now. I like the little logo on the back too. Big shout out to Andrew, who made these shirts for me. Legend. Absolute legend, man. Appreciate you designing these shirts for me. But this is the back of them. I'll do a little twirl for you. Hopefully you can see that. If not, you can see them on the website. Alright, so we are at about 35, 40 mil. So some of the thicker spots are at about 40 mil. Yeah, it's gonna need rotary. Rotary for sure. Alright, well, mowing all done. So now Josh can start doing regular mowing on this lawn here since he's done his first cut. Rooted down properly, so you can really start doing a lot of things with the lawn now. You can give it a light top dress if you want, as I said. Mow it regularly. You can give it some liquid fertilizer apps now if you like. You could have done it before it was rooted down if you really wanted to. Josh will do another granular fert app probably in about 3 to 4 weeks, when it's about the 6-week mark, just to give us another boost. But yeah, we're going to nip the top off this lawn. So, and the reason for that is because there's a couple of scalp spots here and there. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but it's slightly scalp, so we don't want to over scalp it too much. A little bit of a scalp there when it's a brand new lawn, because you're going to stress it out a lot and potentially, you know, just stress it. Is that the word I was looking for? I don't know. But yeah, the back didn't get as much off because it grew a little bit slower, because it did stress out a little bit more at the start. So doing a little cut on it, nipping the top off it, is really going to help just with a little bit more top growth on this lawn as well. Really going to help it repair a little bit more. So if you can get a mow on it quicker, sooner rather than later, it's going to be better for your lawn, because it's going to help it repair into some of those bare areas. Now that Josh can actually get onto mowing this now, it's going to really start pushing sideways in these areas that are just a little bit more bare. Alright, we're going to wrap the video up there, but thanks guys so much for watching. I don't know if this video is going to be Wednesday's video or Saturday's video. It really depends on if I get a camera in time to use, because Angus needs his camera back, which is fair enough. It's my lens on here, but it's his camera body, my microphone, everything's pretty much mine apart from the thing that runs the whole show, camera. But yeah, thanks guys so much for watching. Remember, these shirts are still in stock. I'll keep restocking them for a while until, you know, we decide to do another design on this thing. But yeah, thanks guys so much for watching. You eating a donut?
Donut.
Ja, man. Anyway, see you.